It's Musings with Mo. She's on a roll, serving big thoughts with a side of soul. One part snark, two parts strange delight, streaming live from the edge of night. It's Musings with Mo. It's Musings with Mo.
Well, goodness gracious, we have a whole boatload of spite motivation material, if you will, like pro-mo motivation, which is actually pretty good because Mr. Mo was an absolute beast yesterday and has brought up every bit of my crazy shenanigans for the channel from downstairs now that my closet is done. So I have all of my wigs to catalog, which is something I've been wanting to do since I first started collecting them so I can take, good care of all of the money that I've sunk into wigs. Uh, and put them in this nice closet. Everything will have a place, and then I can finally show my room without it being the cluttered craziness that is my world today. But apparently, Lori Vallow sent a cryptic message from prison to her only surviving son during CrimeCon. Hatchet face, what is wrong with you? I mean, it was her way of trying to say she's still good and basically godly, Colby Ryan said in response to his mother's words. Again, it's weird when, the Ten Commandments, there's kind of this big one, thou shalt not red rum, and she kind of violated that like only a whole lotly, only like muchly did she violate that. Let's see here. What did this heifer on a handbasket? What did this super mega mecha thunder cow say? Lori Vallow, the Idaho woman convicted of taking the lives of her two children and conspiring to kill several others as part of what she claimed was a grand religious prophecy, sent a message to her only surviving child. Now, Colby Ryan, an adult, appeared at a panel at CrimeCon, and CrimeCon. Look, I kind of want to go, kind of don't, but $300 to go somewhere, that's gonna be a no-go. But no shame to whoever wants to go. I mean, it looks packed to the gills. So, they are obviously doing something that people enjoy. So if you want to go to CrimeCon, are going to CrimeCon, or it is your kind of jam, I hope you have a wonderful time if you're going. It just looks insanely packed to the gills. So while it seems like a fun thing to look at, oh, also, oh my goodness gracious, it looks like Donna, which is why I say we have a double dose of Mo motivation, because not only do we have the hate fire I reserve for Lori Vallow, but we have the hate boner fully realized that I harbor for Donna Adelson. It is like the universe is like, Mo, do your do your mornings with Mo, do Chris Wolfenberger, and then go forth and organize all of your crap. Yes. I mean, now therapists would have a field day, but y'all, if you catch me, watching her crying on a loop, don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. I am using it as motivation. And I'm sure therapists would have a lot to say about my general use of spite as motivation. North Korea's Kim Jong-un oversees solid fuel ICBM engine test. Yeah, well, starving people don't tend to do a great job anywhere. And isn't it ironic that in the countries that are most, well, I guess on the index of starving to not, the ones that are most bereft of food, have the fattest dictators. Maduro, I'm looking at you. Allegedly in Minecraft. Except who the hell, talks to his starving population and pulls out basically, their country's version of a little Debbie and just eats it on screen. I don't get it. Now, this is an update to a story that I've actually been bringing you. This is the father that took his three children and they were kind of living in the wilderness in New Zealand. There has been an update. Um, Unfortunately, the father seems like he lost his life in an altercation with the police, but the children are okay. However, they're going to be dealing with the trauma of, being taken from their mother and many other things. Unfortunately for these children, they're still going to have a lot to deal with, coming back, dealing with being in society after being out in the wilderness, any possible illnesses. So it is incredibly sad that sometimes people just cannot be adults and love their kids more than they hate their ex. Now, I don't know if that's the case here. I am making a generalization, but it does seem like the father did not want the mother to have access to the children because that's kind of what it seems. Also, uh, don't know whether to put this in final form Jesus or the rapture is already freaking here, but who thought we'd have gone from Iran Contra to conjugal bliss or marital bliss? I I cannot even tell you how weird this is. But there you go. Wonderful day. Have fun with that. I have no idea. Again, if you had, Oliver North and Fawn Hall getting married 40 years after the Iran Contra, scandal, I would go get that lottery ticket because you are ahead of the curve. You seem to know what is going on, where it's going on, and only know that I'm like semi awake. Oh, good Lord. Global Smud Flotilla. What is a Oh, oh, is that Greta's thing? Oh, that shouldn't be hilarious. Columbus Zoo announce birth of baby Bonobo. Bonobo? Okie dokie. That's cute. We'll have a puppy kitten break or a. Yeah, let's see here. Now I can leave. Howard Stern breaks his silence as he reveals the stage of his contract. Huh. Dogs are given almost no privacy, and that might be a problem. This can't be real life. This really can't be real life. Is there an entire like 50,000 word essay about how dogs don't have privacy? Oh, this is going to be a deeper dive. We are doing an absolute newsy nugget on this because what in the name of Hades in a handbasket, you know, I give up. I give up. I don't understand. Oh, did those two I always thought they looked more like brother and sister than girlfriend. Wisconsin man exposes car salesman tactics that cost you thousands. That is why I got married. Mr. handles all of that. And for those of you who are going to say, oh my goodness, uh, you know, have agency and be the boss babe and don't, no, no. You know what? If you'd like to be a boss babe, more power to you. If you'd like to kick ass, take names, and, puff your boobs out, then have at it, madam, feminista. I wish you luck and bon voyage. But how about you just give me the courtesy of, if it works for my family, how about you shut your pie hole? That being said, that does seem to be a skill that many people seem to be unable to do. And I do understand the hypocrisy, that the fact that my job is generally just me filming myself judging people, but everyone has a hypocrisy kind of. Everyone has a part of their life in which they are a hypocrite, and I fully acknowledge mine. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith step out for the first time in 10 months as bizarre living arrangement is revealed. Oh, this poor man. I don't even want to cover this. Oh my God. A man lost his pregnant wife in a fatal car crash in 2020, and it just almost happened again with his pregnant girl. Okay, almost. All right. See, this is what happens when you're dyslexic and you try to read too fast because you're freaking heartbroken for this guy you don't even know on this article. Oh Lord, please protect his wife, his babe, or his girlfriend, his baby, and them. Yeah, good night. Well, we'll put this in. Yipes. Okie dokie. Let's see if Odd News has anything. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I wanted to put this in for Final Form Jesus, which actually does contain possible information about real Jesus per one of his messengers, a human on Earth who claims to have talked to him. Again, I think talking to, God, Jesus, the universe, the divine, whatever you choose to name your particular spiritual journey is fine. If you hear audible responses back is when we need to have a talk. Because, no, we're not doing this right now. I am not ready for the rapture. I have already explained. I am in no way pious enough and or you know, my ability to not on my face show exactly what I think when stupid occurs. I am not ready for the rapture. There is no way. Prosecutors are seeking the death penalty in the killing of retired. Oh, it's okay. Retired Auburn professor killed in park. Police say suspect faces murder charges. Interesting. This might be a standalone. I'm trying to bank a bunch of standalone videos, you guys, for when I have my infusions. I should be feeling well enough maybe in the evening, at least on the second one, to maybe do a art or, you know, body cam footage, stream or something of that nature. This year has been a lot of, I hope that I'll be able to stream, and a lot of my body says, I'm sorry, we have to rest. So we are working with what we got here. And the spirit is always willing to stream. The body is not always as willing to stream. But hopefully, my setup for my laptop and bed setup, I know, Mo in bed. Mm, yeah, keep your minds out the gutter. Still just going to be me streaming about random trial stuff. That being said, I'm going to hop on off of here so I can finish up some stuff for Mornings with Mo and get things ready for Chris Wolfenberger so we can dive into that at 10 a.m. today. And then Yui will have Lord Chippy Bites today coming out at 3. I am dropping it down just for the time being to one video releasing at 3 p.m. every day. Usually it will be a segment from one of the recent uh, Mornings with Mo, but it will give me a little bit of a banking of those videos so that when I maybe have a bad day or something like that, you still get little tastes of Mo, which sounds more cannibalistic when I think about it out loud than I'm kind of proud of it, but not really. Welcome to the strange ways my mind works in the morning. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope to see you at Mornings with Mo. Please share Mornings with Mo out to the world. Everyone needs a fun kind of morning stream. And I don't know about y'all, but morning DJs have become insufferable. You barely get the news. They're always just so. If you know someone that needs a stream that would like all of this stuff, share it out. Let's grow the Church of Mo. Everyone is invited, but no recorders, and patchouli oil sparingly. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye, guys.